Good morning, Year 11. I want to talk to you this morning about some important choices I'll be asking you to make about how you spend your Fridays during periods 4 and 5. This covers our spring session or our spring term, which will run from January the 7th to Friday the 1st of April. We're empowering you to make choices about where your time is best spent on a Friday afternoon. You're the first year group where we've given this much time to you making your own choices, and we believe that that's important. You're a great year group and we want you to feel empowered in order to make those choices about where your time is best spent. In the past, we've put students into intervention groups, but actually we want to hand that decision over to you, and so I'm hoping you'll make good choices. I'll be asking you to make choices about core PE, about masterclasses, and about independent revision. So the first choice I'll be asking you to make is about core PE. And I want to remind you that physical activity is really important throughout this time. You do have the option to come out of core PE, but I just want you to really think about that before you give it up, because exercise, as we know, is a great stress relief, and it is important, of course, to have that balance on your timetable. So do think carefully before choosing to opt out of PE. Once your choice is submitted and you'll have been allocated a PE class, you need to remain in that PE class until the next round of choices. The PE choices, you will get another chance to change your option at February half term. I cannot allocate PE groups based on friendship groups, and it's important to know that your new PE choices will override the current PE classes. And so, in fact, your existing PE classes will no longer exist. I'm pretty much throwing out the 4 and 5 timetable and designing a whole new one. So please don't make choices based on the current PE classes that you have. Think about whether PE is right for you and what you want to do. The next sort of choice I'll be asking you to make is about masterclasses. Now, masterclasses are additional support periods in a range of subjects. So thinking about your mock examinations and your future aspirations, you might have done well in your mock, but actually it's something you're taking on at A level and you want to make absolutely certain that your grade is the best it can be. Or is there a mock exam that you think, actually, I need some more support to reach that target grade? Whatever that is, it's your choice to make and where you want to seek additional support. The opportunity to opt in, but equally you can choose not to attend any masterclasses and you would have independent revision instead. These groups will run until the Easter holidays. So you'll start them after we come back at Christmas and they'll run right through to Easter. Once you're in a masterclass, you are in it for the duration. Unlike PE, where I'll give you another chance to change your choice, these masterclasses will run for the whole spring term. You can opt for a masterclass once per fortnight, or twice per fortnight, or none. Again, you're empowered to make that choice about how your time is spent. So now let's think about what's on. I'm going to ask your tutor to pause the video and let you look at this screen. There's actually 2 screens of choices, a really wide range, and I want you to read the descriptions carefully. I have emailed these to you as well. So pause now and let's have a look at what's on. So hopefully you'll agree, quite a wide range. If you want to have a look at that list more carefully, it will be in the email that you will receive from me at 9:05. Now, apart from the masterclasses, you'll be experiencing independent revision, which will operate the same as it has been throughout this last half term. A reminder that you should arrive prepared. You won't be given permission to leave and go and pick up resources from other classes. You need to arrive prepared. The allocations to these will depend on what masterclass choices you've made and what PE choices you've made. Again, I can't allocate based on friendship groups or anything like that, and the groups that you are currently in will no longer exist. So again, the timetable comes apart and I re-timetable these periods in order to make it work. So your timetables, so everyone's timetable for period 4 and 5 will be changed. There'll be a new class depending on what your choices are. Now, I have to approach this a bit like options. So each person might have something different. So someone might have one PE and one masterclass each week, no revision. Another person might have a masterclass and one revision each week because they've opted out of PE. Another person might have a PE and revision each week and they've not chosen to go to any masterclasses. And some people actually might have double revision if that's what they want to do. You might have a different week A and week B, and masterclasses, if you opt into those, the masterclass will only happen once per fortnight. So you could have a masterclass in science one week, for example, and a business masterclass the next. So everybody's timetable will look quite different on those Friday 4 and 5 slots. I will release your new timetables by Thursday the 6th of January in that first week back, and I'll be asking you to check those timetables and see me by the end of the day if you want to discuss any changes. How do you submit these choices? You submit using a form that will be in my email sent to you, or there's a QR code at the end of this presentation. So let's have a look at what I'm asking you to do on the form. So the first part of the form, I'll just ask you to pop your name in, first name and surname, and then you'll be asked to make your PE choices. So as I said, you can choose to continue doing core PE once a week, once per fortnight, so there'll be 1 week where you won't have PE, or if you want to opt out of PE altogether. The next round of choices I'll ask you to make are around the masterclasses. So you'll need to tell me whether you want a masterclass once per week. They will be different each week. So that's essentially saying you want to attend 2 masterclasses, so once per week, 1 masterclass per fortnight, so just 1 masterclass, or you do not want to attend any masterclasses at all. If you don't want to attend any masterclasses, you'll choose that, and that will take you to submit your form. If you do want to opt into a masterclass, and again, I would urge you to think about that. The teachers who run those are keen to support you. And once you get into the masterclasses, I'm asking you to make 3 preferences. So even if you're only hoping to do 1, please give me up to 3 preferences. It's a bit like your options. I have to try and make it fit for everyone. So I'll get you to choose in order of priority. So let's say you want to do French first. You might want access to the IT suites for your coursework completion second, and you might want to do PE third. Now, regardless of whether you've told me you want to do 1 masterclass or 2 masterclasses, please give me 3 different preferences so I can try and get everybody what they want. Once you've made those choices, you just need to submit your form. So finally, use the QR code below or the link shared by me via email. That should have been sent at 9:05. And I've also included another list of what's on offer for the masterclasses, so take your time to look at that. I am going to close the form at 3 p.m. today, just to make sure. I always think setting a deadline close means that you're more likely to do it, so please do that form this morning. And if anyone's absent, I'll obviously give them an extension. If you don't submit a choice, I'll automatically allocate you to PE and independent revision. Sometimes I have trouble allocating your choices because of when they can run. So I might email you over the Christmas break, so do check your emails regularly. So Year 11, we're trusting you to make good choices. But more importantly, think about how you want to spend your time and what you will get the most out of in the lead up to preparing for your final exams. Thanks for listening. I hope you find value in these Friday 4 and 5 sessions. Have a wonderful Christmas break, and of course, stay safe. Thanks, Year 11.